Alrighty. Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And let's see, it's TGIF, and it is time to do the webinar. So that's cool. Let's see what's going on here. There we are. All right. Answered that, did this, and we are rolling. And let me check the chat line here to start off with. And also put the euro up there. I see the euro is having its issues this morning right there. And let's double check the chat line. And I blew up my own webinar this morning. Again, technology, hence the reason why I use Dukascopy. Oh my God. Again, it sounded like the Tower of Babel. It was just like broadcasting all kinds of voices all over the place. It was just horrible. All right, let's see what the chat line looks like here. Nobody so far, so this is a good thing. This is definitely a good thing. All right, so I didn't miss anything particular. You can see the euro kind of moving down in here. We're moving towards the end. Yeah, we are at the end of the week, and obviously another week. Excuse me, another week in the weekly buy. Can I say that? If it would chuck, would chuck would it chuck would? Exactly. But you can see here on the daily, it's pushing down. Let's check it out on J4X. Right now. And we did come up with a new tool there yesterday, which was kind of interesting. We're playing around with the CCI to see if it'll act like the negative factor to the to our time manifold. So that was kind of interesting. I think we have to do a lot more work on it, but I think it's well worth leaving it on the screen and seeing. Farkesh, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. How about that euro, huh? What's that all about? They're selling. Are they selling the metals down too? I think they are. Let me just take a quick look. Is that hogs? No, it's copper. Copper's moving down. Silver, I know it was moving down. I did see that. So silver still hasn't challenged this low, whereas I believe gold has done the same. You know, that same date. It's almost challenging it there. Yeah. So they're all moving down in there a little bit. The metals, and now copper is joining in with that fun. And so I guess that they're selling the metals, they must be selling the currencies and buying the dollars. I guess that's the logic of it all, eh? And you can see here, wow, look how close it is today. Oh, you can't see that. The weekly, look at that. It's making an attempt to go down there. Now look at this, the dashed line. We're trying to see if we can make it like the time manifold there. So that's what that's all about. All right. So we'll go back to there. There is the currencies. So it looks like there's some pressure on those. Now I think the stock indices. Since no one's really asking anything, I'll drift around a little bit here. And we're looking at the stock indices. The stock indices right there. You can see now NQs are moving down a little bit. And euro is not euro. The S&P 500 is definitely moving down, and we'll go to one of our intraday charts that we like to look at. You can see the Russell is trying to make a little bounce up in here from whatever news came out. It's showing a little bit of life there, showing a little life. Cool. So you can see there's the S&P 500. It's moving back up from the little sell-off that's happened over the last hour. And you can see NASDAQ doing the same thing, trying to move up a little bit there. The daily doesn't make a lot of sense to me, really, because it's minus 32. Now, why would the daily... Let's go back to that daily on the NASDAQ. Doesn't make any sense. 21. Okay, that makes more sense there now. It is down. Okay, so that's pushing down also. Just happens to be a green dot and much higher up. That's all. That would really made a nice move to it. You can see the weekly is holding up really well in here, and even the daily is compared to the S&P 500 right there, which is piercing. That's why we have the red line there, piercing the daily sell at the moment. And but the weekly is obviously holding up. So this is just a digestion. Oh, this tasted so good. A digestion. That's what it is there. All right. Okay. Let's see. There's Janos. The sound is barely there. How about now? Let's check the mic. I had problems this morning with it too. Let's see where this is. make sure we have the right thing here. All right. How about now? Is that any better? Testing 1, 2. Oh, you know what? Let me try it on this. No, that's not it. There we are. Now mine's coming in really strong. Okay. I'm not sure why, but mine is coming in really strong. Almost no change, huh? Yeah, I think it's at your end, because here you can hear. I can hear it. I have it up on. I am out of the 7. I am one of them, and so it's this way I can see the chat line, and it's coming strong here. I can listen to it really well on headphones, but on speaker it barely is heard. Wow, that's odd. I have another video next to yours, and it is okay. Let me think. Let me read that again. It's Friday. I have another video next to yours, and it is okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. So the other video you're listening to is strong. Huh. But can you hear that? Hear how strong it is on mine. And this is on a different computer. Isn't that odd? Okay, and I've got this microphone like right up to the edge. So, I might have to use the blue ball again. Get that blue ball going again. How about now? Is that any better? Now it's good. Okay. All right. So maybe it's this. Might have to pick up a new microphone over the weekend. All right. So where are we at now? Let's. Oh yes. Okay. We got a good sound check going. This is good. Now it's good. It might be the microphone. I've had this thing for, I don't know, 6 years, something like that. So I have the blue ball. I lent it out, the blue ball. So I have to go get that blue ball back. All right. Now, where are we at? Oh, yeah. So there's the euro. We're kind of going through a montage here, just trying to figure out what the rhythm of the whole market is this morning. So if anybody wants to see anything particular, that'd be really cool. I'm going to run over to Cable, say hi to Cable, see what the cable's doing. Cable looked strong last I saw it. Oh, not anymore. It was made a new high today, that's for sure. And now it's making a dash down. So now we got this heading south. And put the red in there like that. And maybe it'll go into a daily sell today too. I don't know. But we're strong in the weekly, so it's just telling us from this. Where's the last buy? The last buy was here, right? So the buy was at the 130.88 area. And it ran to 132.5 area, basically. So 130.88. So let me just double check that again. So it closed at 130. Where did it close at? 130.88. Okay, and it ran to 132. So that was a good run. So I guess it's just trying to tell us to take some profits at this point. All right, cables. That is the cable. All right, now let's take a look at Turkish lira. I think it's like 2 days in the daily sell. Look at that. Oh, where'd our red line go? Let's put the red line in there again. Right there. So that's been a daily sell for a couple of days, but look at that. It's playing with the buy again. Now the weekly is not even remotely challenging that. So here we are at the end of the week. They start giving us volatility dots, and the next thing you know, the thing is trying to go up again, and that's where that is at. Sounds still good, because now I've stopped holding the microphone up next to my mouth. So maybe it was just it needed to be moved around, or it's loose, or something like that. If it's not loud, then we know what the problem is. It's definitely this microphone. So is it still good? If so, cool. And I know the spot where I have to hold it to make it better again. So we'll just go like that until you say it's a bad sound again. All right, a little surprise there. Let's go check out J4X with this thing too at the same time. Also, let's look at J4X with the cable real quick, since we try to cross-match my work with the J4X. You can see it's having its pressure, obviously, of course. That's just price. Now let's see what the lines look like. Yeah, see it's breaking down too through the what I call the three-dimensional zero line, the dashed line there. And obviously no one's saying the sound is bad, so this is good. Can I say that 3 times? I don't think so. All right. So there we are there. Now let's drift over to the Turk lira. There it is right there. Yeah, there we go. That's breaking down too, whereas ours is trying to lift up. And that's that lag thing, we talk about. So you see here, the white line is through the time manifold yesterday, a day late, and then at the same time, it's still driving south as we speak, which you can see, hiya, it's already plus. So, and we got a green dot and the red combined together there. So that's why we say between 70 and 75% correlation, not accuracy, correlation. And so then you subtract that out of the 8.5 to 10 on mine, and that brings you down to under 7. So just us always monitoring so that we keep an eye on the J4X to make sure we can modify it and work at it to keep it as efficient as possible. And that's what our name of the game is here. And then while we're looking at this dashed line, we're trying to find something that will match our time manifold situation with this and this. And so the solid and the dashed, in some ways, acts like that. Unfortunately, on this, you can see here we're through the time manifold here, moving up past the 0 line, and this is still heading down. So it just lags a little bit there at times. All right, sometimes it joins in really well. Now it's better. Okay, now I'm not even touching it. Oh no, that's an old one for cash. Okay, all right. Let's go over to Canadian, and if anybody sees anything they would like to look at, we can jump right to it. And there is Canadian. Canadian trying to lift up in here. For Canadian, just a reminder. Just a reminder, if I can get the thing to work, there it is like that. You can see there on Turkish lira, we're going to go to 38 weeks in a weekly buy coming in on Monday. 38. Yowzer, huh? 38. All right, there we see both the white line busting the dashed line, the yellow dashed line. We see the white line piercing both the purples, solid and dashed. Now let's do this, and I think we have to move this down just a little bit so I can, there we go. And let's put the Canadian in there like that. Now in this case here, you can see the white line is still buried underneath the weekly, but that's all right. We're not looking at weekly. So, but here you can see it. It's doing the same thing. It's moved through the dashed line. It's through the 0, matching up nicely. See that? Right there. We'll widen it even a little bit out. And you can see here, it's piercing the 2 purples, and you can see we are pierced through the 2 purples there. Or in this case here, let's do that. Let's make that purple. We're trying to turn all the currencies into purples like that. Oh no! That's the white line. Oh no! Not like that again. There we are. It's that one right there. Purple. And purple. And then like that. And then what we do is we set a center line now. Like that. There we are. So it's kind of trying to match the colors. So you see breaking through the purple. This is doing the same thing. Broken through the yellow dashed, doing the same thing right there. And that's the white line. So there it is. Now this one's moving really nice. Now we have been in this is playing with the daily buy today. And let's see how that's been green. Let's see if we can do this. So we've been green for a couple days. It's battling it there a little bit, but we'll see. Like I said, it's about a 75% correlation, not accuracy, correlation to my work. So this is, like I said, it's better than nothing, and we're trying to develop something with public indicators that'll be very close to my work. This is about as close as we can get with about a 70 to 75% correlation. All right, now this way you can go to J4X, look at it, at least have a general idea where it's going, and it's it's relatively more accurate than if you're just staring at like a MACD or a stochastics or a RSI or a CCI. It'll give you much more insight. Oh, here we go. We got a question. I like it. Quad Z, what's happening? Yeah, let's check out the Yensky. Let's see what Mr. and Mrs. Yensky is doing. Let's see. And let me just double check, make sure I'm not getting any messages anywhere. Let's see what that is. There we are. Nope, no messages, which is a positive thing there. Okay, now let's jump over to the Yensky. Dollar yen right there, showing a little life. What's it on the spread line? Let's see what is on the fact check spreadsheet. Dun, 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 dun. And what we're looking at is 9 weeks in a sell, 4 days in a sell. Okay, you can see the red there, so that's cool. Now let's take a look at our work there. And we got that color changed already. I think we need to fix the manifold a little bit. That's better. There we are. And we just need to put the center line in. There we are. And you can see here, it's breaking through just like this is, through the 0 line. The time manifolds have been already pierced. And we'll see what's going on there. Okay, and you can see here, so we've been in a weekly sell since up in here. It really hasn't gone too far. I mean, it's gone in the right direction, of course, but not exactly the most explosive. This was the best out of the action of it all, with it in this long daily sell. Isn't that cool? It tries to go into the buy with a volatility signal, but it just misses. The next day it just rolls right over again. And we're just in the sell again. And then it tries to do it another day. And this time it's is it another volatility signal? I think so, yes. With a red and red and green. And again it fails again. And then it just pukes. So what a long road down that was. So it went into the sell there. And then you get some tight ones. That's why you need to kind of monitor this stuff, keep it tight all the time. Try to get your profits. You get Doc's math says get short. You get short, and you get a chance to take in that profit. Take it, and if you have runners, in other words, extra contract or two that you didn't close out, you put a stop. Excuse me, you put a trailing stop so you don't lose money. I mean, that's the whole key here. Sometimes this can go on for weeks. Sometimes it goes on for hours. I mean, literally, we can't tell the market what to do. It's going to tell us what it's going to do. So. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. Did everything work out there, Robin? Pardon? Everything work out? All 17? I got 18. Uh-oh. Ruh-oh, George. I think I sent a couple twice. One of them. Okay. One of them was screwed up and I had to restart it. All right, that's not bad. I am doing the Dukascopy webinar at the moment. So say hello to the world while you're there. Hello to who? The whole world. Hello, world. Alrighty. All right. Ta-ta. Okay. So now, that's where we're at. This thing's playing with a daily buy. Who knows where it will go? Will it go into the daily buy today? By the end of the day, remember it's a volatility. It's a volatility bar because it's got a green and a red going on. Here, see that quad Z? So now what we do is we watch and see if by the end of the day, if it does something like that. Let me see. How can I help you? What's your time zone? Where are you, Quad Z? Will you care at 3:30, 4:30 Eastern Standard U.S.? Could you please check gold? Oh, sure. And what we could do, Quad Z, is let me think. How can I get this? We can. Maybe what I can do is I can try to throw it up on my I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I will turn on my YouTube channel, and that it'll be like it'll be like 5 o'clock at night, right? I mean Eastern Standard. So I mean like Janos will be just putting his hat on to go out. It'll be like 1 or 2 in the morning for Janos, and it'll be like for depending on where you're living. I can turn my YouTube channel on and show this chart, and then record it if you want. So, all right, now let's satisfy Farkash. Easily peasily, glad. And Farkash, you got, remember, it's cheaper by the dozen. You can ask 11 more questions. Let's see. Let's go take a look at gold. Let's see. Where is gold at? And so there is that. Here's gold trading at 1934. And you can see here, white line pierced the time manifold yesterday, I guess it is, for that. Because there's yesterday's close. And that would have been, let's see, so that would have been there. That's 2 days ago. But yesterday would have been there and there. And so today it's cruising underneath. And then let's go over to gold again right there. No, that's euro. No, that's not euro. That's S&P. And there's gold. And we've been in a sell for a couple of days there now, as you can see on the fact check spreadsheet. 2 days in a daily sell, but 19 weeks in a buy. And look how close. We did mention that a little while ago. Look how close that thing is, huh? Cool, huh? Really close. And I guess that's probably why you can see on J4X both these purple lines buried down towards the bottom, and the white line piercing that. It's like, yo, dog, it's trying to head south, isn't it? Yes, indeed. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Yes, we will. Yes, we do. Let's remove that. There we are. And what else can we say about this? Oh, you know what I should do is I should save that and fix that while we're here. So, Copyville. Okay, and then go like that. Put it there. Paste away. Paste. And change that to a day. DAY. Just doing a little maintenance while I'm here, you know? That seems fair enough. Is that the right keyboard? Yeah, okay, that did it. Either way. There we are. And so there's the day quant, and there's the weekly quant. And we'll just do a little quick save-a-roo, like so. There we are. All right. All right, 11 more questions. Farkash, come on. Give me something else to do. The mic is low. Oh, no, that again. Okay, how about now? Is that better? And so I think I know where the mic problem is. We've got the mic problem figured out. So it has to be back over here. See if that's better. Yeah, let me know if that sounds better. Okay, now 11 more questions, Farkash. I need somebody to ask me a question. I guess if not, I'll go dance. Oh, let's take a look at silver since we're here. Let's see. Doc likes questions. We want questions. Question. Button. Who's got the button? All right, there's Silverado. You can see it's still working down too. Oh, let's wait for it to fill in at J4X. Doing the same thing. You know, it's trying to go for that bury away. And then let's put that in like so. And is the microphone better? 3 p.m. the time zone for Mountain Standard Time for Calgary. Okay, Quadzi, you're in Calgary? All right, so that's pretty good. I'll put it up on my YouTube channel. And you'll be able to take a look at it if you want to look at that yen again. And see where it's at. Matter of fact, I might put it up there at 4:30. You know, the futures are open until 5 o'clock Eastern Standard, which is 3 o'clock your time. So if I put it up there at, say, 4:30 or 4 o'clock, you'll be able to see where it is on the YouTube channel. Just go to my YouTube channel. What the hell is YouTube? Oh, yeah, it's the Chicago Quant. Chicago Quant Technologies. And I'll put it up on there. I've been screwing that up royally. I can't get the thing to. You should have seen it this morning. I've had thousands of voices going through the thing. It was like the Tower of Babel. Let's see. Mountain Standard Time. Calgary is close of the market, and so probably 5 p.m. Chicago. No. 3. If you're Mountain Time, that's 2 o'clock. Wait a minute. Chicago time is 4 o'clock, and Mountain Time is 2 o'clock. That's what it is. So it's 2 p.m. your time. So either way, I'm going to put it up there on my YouTube channel, so you can take a peek at it. I'll put it up there since you're paying attention to it. All right. Now where am I at? Silver. That's it. You can see, like I said, silver's doing this. Here is on our work. Silver's doing that. It's been in a daily sell for 4 full days, but it hasn't really dropped off that much. I guess. Let's see. So it went from a close of 28, basically 07, down to a low now of 20. That's not too bad. A couple dollars. 26.09. So it's almost $2 down from the daily sell. That's pretty cool. That's a winner chicken dinner. Yeah, that makes sense. It's 6. So yeah, it's 2 hours. So it's 8:55 here, or 8:56 now. Yes, exactly. Now 8:57. So yeah, that's right. It's 2 hours Mountain Time. Because Robin was just talking to somebody up there. He was talking to somebody up in Alberta. We have a client up in Alberta, so so it's it's something like that. I must go. Farkesh says I must go now to check another stream, bond valuation stream. I'm new to it. See ya. I'll talk to the rest of you in the video when it's uploaded. Bye. No problem. No problem. Give us a fill in what you're seeing. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go take a look at the bonds now real quick. Because if the dollar's going up, I guess the bonds are going up, right? Let's see. Do they have them on? I don't think I've ever looked for them in J4X. Let's see if there's some bonds here on J4X. The 10-year note, maybe? Did we try that before? Did we find the 10-year note on this thing at one time? There it is right there. That's a 7-year bond, which is basically like the 10-year. Okay, so that's there, and that's lifting up too. So that interest rate, the yield is going up. No, the price is going up. The yield is going down. And so let's just take a look at the futures contract real quick. If I can find my mouse. Right there. There it is. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. That's the 10-year future contract. And yeah, give us an idea what's going on, Farkesh. That's cool. Go for it. You're like our reporter, Go investigate and then come back and tell us what you found. Maybe we can use some of the information. Remember, traders, we're always interested in good data. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. We'll take good data anytime. All right. Now, let's see. Evaluation of multiple. Okay, good. All right, so where are we at now? So, and you can see that, Farkesh. It's on there, so you'll be able to look at that. Now let's jump over to, where were we? We were looking at, what were we looking at? We looked at gold and silver. Okay, so what's next? Anybody have anything? Quad Z, you have anything you want to say? Besides the Yensky? Did you see the euro? Were you here when I showed you the euro? Euro is moving down, and so is cable. So dollar is being bought. Let me see if I can. And look at this. Here's the dollar ETF. I'll show you the dollar ETF. Let's first go to J4X and do it. Dollar ETF. I know we found this too on here. There it is, dollar index. And it just is having a hard time getting down into those 88s, that's for sure. And let's find we look at the ETF right there. You see it's moving up also. See that? It's been a daily buy for a couple of days since there. Matter of fact, let's put that on there. And you know, it went into the daily buy here and went the total wrong way. Look at that. I mean, it went totally the wrong way. I mean, it went into buy. I guess it jumped up from this stuff, and for a day, there was a day, and it just rolled over and rolled down, and then finally went into the sell right there, and then turned around again. That's what is that? That is a plus. Okay, so it went into the sell right there, and now it's a day later it goes into a buy, and it's trying to go up, and it's been in a weekly sell for at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks now. See it there on the bottom. We don't pay attention to it too much. We watch the currency pairs instead. So okay, Daniel. Hey Daniel, how you doing? Also, dollar ruble buy. Let's check that out. Let's go to dollar ruble. That's line. What line is that? That's line 16, is it? No, line 18. 7 weeks in a buy, 2 days in a buy. Right there on dollar ruble. Oh yeah. Look at it here. It's been in a daily buy from that volatility point the next day, the opening. So it's been in a buy for 3 days. And this is the third day. So it went in a buy there off the opening. So whatever that opening is 73.11, and now it's trading at 74.78. So that's been good. And it's been in a weekly buy since back in here in the what is that? The 70s area, low 70s. The close, what's that? That's a 70 double nickel, 755. So it's been a magical ride. You can see it went into the sell here for a little bit, and then it went into a buy. Caught that little bounce and went into the sell. It didn't really do a good job in the sell, and went into the buy right there, and then caught that whole nice magical ride up. So that was a good buy off the opening. So the buy was at 71.27, and it ran to 74.5. And then it went into the sell here again. We haven't filled this in a while. No one's really asked about the ruble, really. I mean, I follow it by the charts, but people have kind of moved away from it. And then it went into the buy here, and then went into the sell there. Yeah. And then it went into the buy again, and then went into the sell, I think. Let's see, what's that? That's the sell. Did a combination of things, back and forth, and you can't take the sells because it's in a weekly buy, so you only can take the buys. So you get screwed on this one, right there. It didn't go too far, but you lose on that. But you won on that one. That one made tons of money for you. And this one's making you a decent amount of money. And you can't take any of these shorts because you can only take profits off of them. And since it's in the buy, this was okay. That was a nice win there. And that one's kind of interesting. That started way back here. Let's contract that a little bit. So that started the buy right there. And you only could buy it at the close of this one right here. So you were long from that point up to there. And then the sells, you don't take sells because we're in a weekly buy. So that's that. How's that? Does that help out there, Daniel? And let's see. Daniel says, also, I think S&P 500 is 18 days in a buy. And let's see, GBP NZD 21 days in a buy. Okay, let's check that out. Let's take a look at that. Let's see. Well, first of all, let's go to the spreadsheet. 10 weeks in a buy, 1 day in a buy on the S&P. So let's go to that right there. But it's been in a weekly buy a while, since back in here. And you see it's going in and out of those things. And it went into a daily buy yesterday, and made a nice, made like 10 handlers or something like that. Closed at 80 and traded as high as 93. So it made 12 handles overnight, and that's where you use your money management skills. You take some profits, and then at the same time you put a trailing stop in. This way, worst case scenario is you made money. All right, now Daniel says, so he says 18 days in a buy. So no, it wasn't 18 days in a buy. It's gone in and out. We did have a little good streak right here where it went in on the 29th, and it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days in a buy. So it ran from, is that it right there? So the opening of that. So it ran from 3,220 to, what's the high there? Oh, it was a hell of a run. 3,368. So it went up 146 points. That's why you keep a trailing stop with a runner. Okay, now, or you use options and don't have to do either. Now you said the other thing is you said GBP NZD 21 days. Let's check that out. GBP NZD. GBP. There's yen. Where's it at here? GBP. Oh, and let's look at on. Let's just quickly run over to put the S&Ps on here like that, so you can see that on the J4X, and we'll find the GBP JPY. Is it JPY? NZD. Okay, NZD. GBP NZD. No, we must have put something else in there. All right, let's go find that. I guess what we can do is we can flip the JPY and move that into an NZD. Okay. That looks good. Did we lose sound? Are we there with sound, or we lose sound? Oh no, okay, there's sound. That looks good. Did we lose sound? There we are. NZD? Cash. Forex? What's up with that? GP. Cash. You know what? We've never done that one. How about that? We have to add it. Cash. GBP. Look up. NZD. There it is right there. Close. Okay, now go like that. NZD. There we are. And so now we do this one too at the same time. There we go. All right, now this, that's interesting. I'm not sure what lines these are, but we'll just look at them like there. There's the buy there. So then it went into a sell there. So we'll grab that sell, just move it over. Right there. It actually did go into a sell, but it's in a weekly buy at that point, so you can't take the short. And you only could take the long from here. And then, what's next? Then another sell. Let's grab that right there. And now let's go grab the buy right there. So that's what it's been like through that action. And went in a weekly sell here. Let's put that in. And we'll put the weekly buy in right there. No, not that. There we are. Pink. That. That's good enough. And this one, same thing. There we are. And then on the shorts, it's been a good winner, hasn't it? I think. So went into the sell there, and you're short from there. So that was okay win. Then it goes into a buy. You can't take the buy, but you can take that short again. Right there. That's a winner chicken dinner. Matter of fact, what happens here? It doesn't even go into the buy there. You see the double dot. So how about that one? That's that. So it's from there to there. That's a winner chicken dinner. And then let's grab a hold of that. And that puts us back into the sell again right there. That's cool. And it takes you all the way down to here and then covers again. See, sometimes it's a day. Sometimes it goes on for days. And in this case here, you can see it's just starting a new. It lasted 1 day on the sell, but it can't because we're in a weekly buy, so you can't take the short. Now it's you only could take the long yesterday, and it's not doing you any favors at the moment. And so let's see. It looks like a pretty good winner. Looks like it keeps track of everything. It starts to bottom out in here. That's kind of interesting. And then you get another little short, but this time it's really anemic. Then it gets into a buy. Then it goes into a sell here. Right there. There's a sell. And it gets into a buy right there. And you can't take it. You just can't be short for this move all the way up. And then from there, you can start to be long because of the close of that. How's that, Daniel? Is that a good analysis of the GBP NZD? Let's see, Daniel says, might be early on the ruble. Why would it go to 80s? No idea. More buyers than sellers, more than likely. That's usually the best answer. More buyers than sellers. Let's see. Well, I asked about it because I'm scanning like you do, and I have a similar Excel sheet like you. That's good. Discipline. I'll tell you, that's the whole key to this whole game is discipline. Recording your data, recording your trades, discipline. Knowing when you lose money, why you lose money. Was it the system or was it you as the operator, messing up? That's the whole key to this whole game. Okay, so Quad Z jumps in. So maybe talk a little bit about which picking the market to me most are moving sideways. You mean how to identify a sideways market, or what actual markets are in sideways action at the moment? We'll let you think about that for a second. And then Quad Z says, let's see, pick the highest and downmost trend currencies, make then a pair. I see what you're saying. So look for the extremes. Problem with that is what happens if you looked at something like, say, Aussie dollar or Turkish lira. I mean, let's look on the spreadsheet just in generality. In the weekly basis, I guess it would be a daily thing you would look at. Because, I mean, look at Aussie dollar. 18 weeks in a buy right there, right? And so we throw that up on J4X. Let's put Aussie dollar up there like that. Okay. You can see 18 weeks. I mean, it's been going up a while now. And then you got 37 weeks in a buy there. I guess what we need is, here's one. Swiss franc is 12 weeks in a sell. But I wouldn't want to try to play the opposite side of that. I wouldn't trade it that way. Just, that's me, that's all. But you see what I'm saying on that? So let me just reread it again too. So Quad Z says, so Doc, maybe take a little, okay, moving, where's it at here? Let's see, difference, daily, okay. So it's the, Quad Z is thinking about finding the extremes. Sometimes these extremes keep on going. That's the problem. Let's see. So highest and lowest. Yeah. Daniel says when Doc looks at the chat, he'll show us the quant chart fully on Dukascopy covers it. Okay. Right. Okay. In what way? Let's see. Which product are we talking about now? Let's see. Spin off economics peaking. How would you identify that, Doc? Let's see. Spin off of the economic. I didn't see the numbers this morning on the PMI, or I didn't really see that. Let me see what the Zero Hedge says about it, and then I'll look at Dukascopy's. Let me go to Dukascopy's calendar first. Let's do that. All right, let's look at the calendar. Okay, so today the PMI came out. It was a high number too. I mean, it was giving us a high. Oh, wait a minute. There is no PMI for the states, is there? There is no U.S. numbers today. There's nothing coming out for us here. No, we have no real data coming out, do we? So it's a quiet day. There's no news. We just have PMIs for Europe and England, and retail sales in Canada. Also retail sales in England too. Spin-off economics peaking. How would you identify that, Doc? Let's see. Identify what? Let me think. When Doc looks at the chart, okay, he'll show us the quant chart fully. Okay, which product were we looking at? Did I miss something? Did I not show you something? The ruble I did. We were talking ruble, right? I didn't. Did I? Do I owe you a chart? I'll put one up there. If I do, I don't see it. And an economic one, I'm not sure how to do the economic. Ooh, let's see what Robin has to say. Yo, Robin.
It must be something in the stars today because I'm getting bombarded with all kinds of stuff. I haven't been able to log in.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Shishio Hangodo. What's the deal we do? We do, what is it? 5 for, is it 5 or 4? No, it's 5 for 140 the first one.
Right. It's up on the website.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't get his cattle today, so I found the cattle on somebody.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you put cogs in this record.
Okay, I will. And what's the name again? What's the name again?
SETIO.
Okay. Hogs. I got it. Okay. He wants Hogs.
Well, he's got 5 things. I want to make sure you're giving them to him.
Okay. Definitely. I'll make sure it's in there. I'll be right back to you as soon as the webinar's over with.
Oh, okay.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. Wasn't an emergency. He took care of it. That's good. All right. So let's see. There was a little of a value in the stream. A little value in the stream. Okay. Back. Okay. Oh, Farkash. Was it Farkash that was looking at the bonds? What did you find out in the bonds? We did put them up on our system here. You want the bonds back up again? I can do that. And I just want to make sure that Quad Z and Daniel got the chart that they're looking for. What chart are you looking for? Some particular chart, or did I show it? And I'm just lagging. Anything's possible with me. I'm dancing like I'm like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. That's one of my favorite expressions. Because I'm just trying to make sure my tail doesn't get underneath one of the rocking chairs. Oh, cool. Bonds, let it be. Let it be. I like that. Bring it on. Here it comes. Now what? Jerry sent a photo. Jerry? Who the hell's Jerry? Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go to J4X first. They had the 7-year bond on that, which was cool. So let's put it up on J4X. And I'll tell you, the 10-year note correlates, I believe, a lot to the 7-year. There it is. Okay, so there's that. Okay, on the J4X. See that? And then let's go back to this again. Where is it at? There it is. Not that. Not that. Right there. There it is. And there's the 10-year. It would be interesting to see Bitcoin or Ethercoin. We can do that. We got that too. So let's go to, there's the bond. So you can see that. Everybody got a good gander at that. And then there it is on J4X again, right there. Okay, and now, let's just do it one more time. You can see that. It went into the weekly sell. It had been in a weekly buy. I'm not sure where the chart disappeared to, but and the end result is that it wasn't a weekly buy throughout this whole move up, and then went into the weekly sell in here. So we'll see if they try to turn back up in here. All right. Now let's go take a look at Bitcoin. Let's go check out Bitcoin. My nephew texted me yesterday about that. It's like, should I buy the cryptocurrencies? It's like, it all comes down to what you want to buy. It's not anything more magical or less magical. It's just how much you trust what you're trading. Yeah, it was like, what do you think of those cryptos? It's like, they're okay. It's like any other investment. It's like, it's just an electronic one, that's all. Okay, so you can see here on J4X, it's burying itself. Now, I think it went into the daily buy again yesterday. See it right there? And it's 4 weeks in a buy right there. Now, let's go take a look at it here. There's a September contract right there. This is a September future. Now, how was that in a daily buy yesterday? It's not. No, it's going on the third day. So it's. I guess. Not sure what the malfunction with me was there, but it's not in a buy. That's for sure. It's 2 days in a sell. Now, see that? It didn't erase when I wanted it to erase. Come on, erase. There we go. So it's in a sell for a couple of days. You can see but it's not really going anywhere. I guess what it's been up in the 12,700 area, and it's drifted down to 11,800. And then today it opened at what's that? 12,150, 12,155. And now it's trading at 11,900. So it's down a couple $100. This is the futures contract. This is September. I'm not the big fan of this. I've been thinking about trying to find a better chart service. I'm using some brokerage house, and it's not exactly always. Sometimes the data gets shifted out of nowhere. So in other words, everything is fine, and then the next thing, 6 hours later, the data is different. It's like, wait a minute. And I'm taking pictures of this stuff. So I'm recording it and then, documenting it, and then it changes. It's like, wait a minute, how do you just change your data? So, yeah, Bitcoin, I'm not, we've caught the weekly buys in that. I mean, we've had $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 wins. We've gone into weekly sells where it makes $4,000 and $5,000 in the sell. But like here, you can see it went into the weekly buy here, right there. And goes into daily buy here on this one. Goes into weekly buy here, and then it you see it here, and it goes from what is that 9,750 over a 10-day period to 12,000. I mean, we've caught some interesting moves out of it. It goes into a sell here, but you can't short it because it's in a weekly buy. And falls back to 11,500, and then goes back into a daily buy, and it jumps from 11,900. excuse me, 12,000 to a high of 12,700. So it does catch some nice moves in it, but it is a kind of a sloppy product in the same token. And I'm not sure if it's because of the broker or what, but sometimes the broker's data gets changed going into like 5 and 6 hours later. It's like, what is that? So we're thinking about trying to switch over to a different provider that has a little bit more efficiency. All right. What else are we doing here? What time is it? Oh, it's 25 after. Okay. Oh, what what we should do is we should try to figure out what a title is too of this thing. You know, see what kind of title we should put up for this thing here. What should we call today? I mean, today is just like the end of the week, and we can. I don't know if calling it the end of the week data type of thing. Did we look at anything particular? We did look at that GBP NZD. We could put that up there, but they'll be waiting a while before it really happens. Let's see, title. Let's see, what should we call this? Anybody have an opinion on what we should call this? Would be interesting to see Bitcoin. One last question would be, why would the ruble go up fundamentally? Fundamentally? Interest rates? I guess that would be the logic of it, right? Interest rates? Short-term interest rates? Where'd our title thing go? I just want to put in there for title. Title. When we put some products. GBP NZD, we'll do that. NZD. And USD. Ruble. And then NZD needs to be fixed there. There we go. There we go. That's the title. I think that's a good title. So, let's see. Yeah, so I would say short-term interest rates. And that would be putting pressure on it, I would imagine. I don't think they're doing anything geopolitical at the moment that has anybody angry. So, that's usually a landmine in its own right. All right, this is Doc from North America. We will catch everybody with a new microphone on Monday. So, here we go. Happy trails to you. Until we meet again. Happy trails to you.